the series on the line. Flood, all the pressure on her, really. Her best leg first up. Away now in the final. Flood right in the centre of the screen. She needs to get on her strongest leg and away well.
Absolutely. The girls are sprinting down to their skis. They know if they can just jump on their skis first and get through that little shore break, they've got the best shot at getting through those cans. Flood, they're all the girls actually there taking their time with that shore break.
Just pausing now, taking their breath. They don't want to get one on the lap.
That's exactly what they did. They waited there. They did the right thing. They let that wave come underneath, hopped on their ski cleanly, and they're away.
And there it is. Smith, who dominated round 1s and round 2 at Kurrawa. She's away well.
Yeah, she's doing really well, as is Plumas out on the side there. One of the girls there looks like might be Courtney Hancock, copped the worst of those shore breaks now, and she's got some work to do.
Now, for those following the series, if Flood finishes in the top 4, she will win the series.
Absolutely, yeah. She's only got to finish in the top 4. But that's still not an easy task. I mean, the lactate levels in these girls will be enormous at the moment. And it's not just a race sort of, I guess, physically, it's mentally. That little man inside your head will be saying, I'm hurting, slow down, and they've got to fight that thought.
Well, they've had a chance in these other races to go easy when they're out in front, but these guys will not be going easy, I can assure you. This is all your energy you've got left. Give it to it.
Nail-biting and thrilling stuff. Down to the beach with Tom.
Trent Herring, we've had a couple of chats during the series. I've never seen you so nervous.
Mate, this is the series on the line. We've had the eyes on the big prize, but with this order, she has no option. Ski, swim board, she's just got to lay it all on the line, these first 2 legs, and just hang on. I mean, she's got a couple of points up her sleeve, so, but we want to be in front.
How was she feeling after race 2?
She was a little tired, but that was to be expected, and she's ready. We've done that extra work, and we want the big prize, buddy.
All right, mate.
Trent Herring, the handler of Naomi Flood. Certainly he's nervous, and why wouldn't he be?
I know, you can see the agony there on Naomi's face. She is hurting. All the girls would be. I mean, some girls show it more than others. All the girls would be. You can see there, she's just picking up a little runner, pulling up alongside Elizabeth Plumas there. Although Floodie's hurting, she is tough. She is one of the toughest girls I've ever had to race, so I wouldn't read too much into how her face is at the moment.
Well, Elizabeth Plumas is having a great race. She saved the best to last, definitely. This is the last race of the series, and this is the last race for the day for her, and she's giving it all.
Now, there's some swells building up now, and you'd think some of these leaders may pick them up. Now, Plumas will want to lift her rating, feel the ski lift, and our top 3 have picked it up.
Yeah, that's a good sign for the top 3. Crystal Smith, Naomi Flood and Elizabeth Plumas. Only a small rest, but they'll make the most of it and catch their breath leading into these last 2 legs.
So Hancock, if she had any intention of winning the series, she's all in front of her now. We still have the swim and board to go. Plumas working the transition.
Yeah, the girls, they don't look like they're working too hard. Crystal Smith making a bit of a move there. She's obviously got a bit of energy. Their legs, I can tell you, would be just burning, and to pick them up and to sprint across that sand is really difficult.
So Hancock, we believe that ski leg just getting caught on the edge. Her series, we believe, is over. So, but still, Plumas still in the picture. She certainly needs to win this race to be in any hope at all.
Absolutely, and she's doing well at the moment. She hasn't hung back to wait for the girls going into this swim leg. She's happy to go out there and do it on her own. And I mean, she knows that Crystal Smith and Floodie are great swimmers, but she's going to try and get a bit of a break on them.
So Plumas now runs across this dropping tide. She needs to get through this wading and into the swim.
She needs to get in the swim as soon as she can. She's just bobbing under that last wave. There's Crystal going under as well, but she wants to try and get away and not let them sit on a wash.
So Smith, who won round 1 and 2, is doing all she can to try and claw her way back into the overall series. Remember, this is the middle leg. We still have the board leg to come. It's critically important to get out of the water here near our leaders, because we're going from the slowest leg into one of the crafts.
Absolutely. Their heart rates will be racing at the moment, coming from that running transition. And typically your heart rate will drop a little bit in the swim, so these girls have got to settle into their rhythm as quickly as they can. You can see Alicia Marriott now moving through the field. She's in 3rd position.
Well, the girls are definitely getting into a rhythm there. Just look at, she's still comfortable, but those guys are now on her feet.
So an interesting point you make, Darren, as she heads out towards the inner set of Kellogg's huge grain turning cans. The girls on her feet will be conserving a slight amount of energy and certainly let her do all the work leading.
Yeah, that's right. Elizabeth Plumer's is doing all the work there. You can see Smith's stroke rate is quite a bit slower than Plumer's. That's because she's just in that drag there and she can afford to take it a little bit easier. Although she won't be taking it too much easier because she'll be wanting to hit the board leg in front if she's got any chance of winning this final round.
There's our leaders heading towards that inner can. Plumer's, Smith, Marriott and Flood.
Well, Smith's definitely one of the better board paddlers out of that group there, but Flood in 4th spot. Interesting to see if she can hold on to that. That's where she needs to be. We've tried to work that out for the girls now, rounding that first Kellogg Nutri-Grain swimming buoy.
Well, the other point to make here is that Flood is heading towards, as we've said, her weaker leg. We've called it a weaker leg, but she's certainly won a lot of championships on the board. But all these girls are top-notch board paddlers, and Flood, it's her weakest leg to finish with.
Absolutely, and Flood's looking a bit tired. She's obviously spent a lot of energy getting into this final 6th. However, it's still important to note that her biggest threat is Courtney Hancock, who still at this stage is behind Flood. So although we've got Liz Plumer's out in front, she's still quite a few points behind Floody at this stage.
Oh, heading along the back of the cans. It's nail-biting time for everyone here at Coogee. The other scenario is for Crystal Smith, who dominated rounds 1 and 2. She needs to win this race, and Naomi Flood needs to finish 5th. And Smith would win on a count back because she's won more races. So Smith, certainly her brother Nathan, will be here watching her. He's up next in the men's. She did it all in round 1 and round 2. In round 3, it all came undone. A bit of charity. She helped one of the competitors out of the water and really blew her series.
Absolutely, yeah. It was Chelsea McKenzie that we saw in round 3 or 4. She had a terrible accident in the ski. Her ankle got caught in the footstraps of her ski, and Crystal stopped her race to help Chelsea, and as you said, she really lost quite a few places and put her series into a little bit of jeopardy, but that's just the kind of girl that Crystal is.
Our leaders now heading back towards the beach for the final transition into the board.